Hey everyone, it's Jonna, the Perfect Crafty Girl, and I'm here for part 2 of my Thrifty Thursday haul. I am going to hopefully get through all this in a half hour. I'm trying to keep these kind of short so they will not be boring for you. But if you love using vintage and using thrifted items in your crafting creations, then this may be for you because it gives you an idea of what's out there, repurposes items, keeps them out of the landfill, and makes one-of-a-kind, unique, projects. So anyway, like I said, I shared in my first video, I'm doing a retreat for 4 women. And we're going to be making a memorial album, and it's a 3-day process to create this journal. And yeah, so I'm just going to share kind of the stuff I've been gathering. Some things will go in my shop, some things won't, some things I may have gotten for myself. So a little hard to do when you're out thrifting. So anyway, I'm going to start off by taking some stuff off my desk. That's the first thing. And I have several rolls of wallpaper border. This is fun to use. Not all, this is a newer one, although it is like torn up because I guess it was pre-pasted. But the reason why I like this one is that you can fussy cut around the flowers and add that to a page. And it is just stunning. So you can either use it as is, as a pocket or a page. You can craft on the white background and have a decorative piece on the front, or yeah, like fussy cut them out. So I got the floral one. I have this one, the seashell one. I have some summer project albums that I'm working on right now, and these were a great find. So there's that one. There's this one. This tends to look more 90s to me. I don't know. There's a texture on it. Just feels a little 90s wallpaper. And so is this one. I'm working on a gardening journal, which I'm going to be working on this channel. So just to welcome in spring. And I have been kind of curating that stuff all along, and it is sitting in a bin next to me, and I have got to get this album done. I'm repurposing a Better Homes and Garden home and garden binder, and I am so excited about doing that one because it has been being moved around now for probably a year and a half, and I am sick of it. So I did find these are so cool. They are some kind of embroidered coaster. They were coasters. However, if I slip the top and take the coastery part out that's on the inside, and I'm not really sure what's in there. And so if you want to be adventurous like myself, let's see if I can get in behind this. I might need my crafting glasses on since it's black and hard to see but this was my thought. Yep, is to now and then to take out the innards. Yeah, it's just cardboard inside of there. That's awesome. And then I would have a pocket. And because it's fabric, okay, seriously? This looked a lot easier to do in my mind than actually. Okay. Yeah, that's just cardboard in there. I can stitch them onto the front cover of the journals. You know what? I may use these as part of those. This would be great. Okay. But I'm thinking, because there's 4 of them, we could use these on our memory journals if somebody wanted to. I may make these available. I think that would be really good. And then we have a nice little 4-inch piece of some kind of pressed cardboard, it looks like. So that's what we're going to do with those. If you find any fabric coasters, that would be a great idea. Cut it open and use it like a pocket. Or if you're really thrifty, it'd be a cute little coin purse, wouldn't it? Anyway, lots of uses. Or stitch it on a denim jacket. Oh my gosh, where the pockets are, that would be super cute. Okay. I digress. Alrighty. It's a little hard not to. Okay. Then I got some With Appreciation seashells, little Hallmark expression cards. I don't know what year these are from, but because they had seashells on them, I thought that would be cute to add into that journal. Then also I am taking part of Corey the Reset Girl, her Clubhouse, the First Love Clubhouse, and she is doing the spring, and it kind of has like doors as a theme. And when I saw these, I'm like, excuse me, hiccups. I have to have these. I have to have them. So I bought, then after I bought one, I was like, oh my goodness, I need some to share. And then with some ladies in the clubhouse. And then I thought, when I read what it was, it has a new address. Well, I'm going to have a new address. So yeah, I thought whatever I don't use, I will use them to send out my new address, which would be handy. I always pick up a sales book. This is not a new one. But they make great journaling spots. So whenever I see these, and I don't have a small one like this, this is nice because this looks like it's going to fit in a library pocket. Let me see. Were these library books at one time? Nope. But anyway, I'm going to hold these out because I have some library books that I bought. And if I find a library pocket, I'm going to slip one in and see if it works. Dollar Tree, this is totally off subject of thrifting, but the Dollar General now has safety pins, and because we are doing rust dyeing and that these are going to come in handy in our journals holding stuff closed, and then we will try to rust them over the 3 days. I think I can get a good rust on these in 3 days just by leaving them in the rusting pot. They will rust relatively fast because they're probably, check them over. If you're going to rust pins and things like that, you have to make sure they're not coated. The Dollar Tree paper clips have a coating on them, a plastic coating, and they will not rust. Just FYI, in case you like that rusty look. All right, because I am going to do this series of Nancy Drew book journals. Got a couple here. And I just love this size. I love this size. It makes a great little journal, especially if you want to take it with you to church because it's small. And they are I think they're 5 by 7. 5 by 7 and a quarter. This is just the perfect little size to turn into a little journal. So anyway, I did get 3 of those. Now my option, I do have some, I think I've got kits using some Nancy Drew mysteries in my shop, if I'm not mistaken. And if they're not in there, then they are in a bin of kits that I need to get listed on my shop. And I'll leave a link to the shop on the bottom. It is Preppy Crafty Girl, not the Preppy Crafty Girl, but Preppy Crafty Girl on Etsy. So I will leave a link in the description box in case. But because I found these in a thrift store, I thought, you know what? I'm going to make a couple more. And these are going to be the other ones I made kits and included the book. But I'm just going to make blank journals probably out of these. And then give a little pocket full of little stuff, to go with it. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. But they had cute notepad, this cute little pad that you keep track of everything. And I just thought it was super cute because you could put your name here as being detective. Or if you want to use it for Bible journaling, you could put what book you're reading or the chapter, and then you could keep like a secret code of numbers on like a page, and then you could write one something, whatever, and then put in like a secret code for whatever scripture. I don't know. Thought that was super cute. And then they also had these great cards of Sherlock Holmes, and see, I thought these would be so cute to add to a journal. So even if you don't use it for that, let me see, these were hard to get out. I remember when I was trying to look at this game. Come on. And I had gotten the cards out. You only have to use this front part, right? And then you could either matte medium, some paper on the back, or you could just use some gesso on the back. And I would, because they're shiny, I'm not into the shiny, so I would take some matte medium and brush it over the top so they were not shiny, but that's just me. And there's different themes in here. I think there may be 5 or 4 sets of cards. I'm not really sure. Those will be going in that kit for sure, because I just thought this was the cutest thing ever. Then moving right along, like I said in my last video, I'm going to do I've got some Bible journals, not Bible journals, oh my gosh, scripture writing journals and things like that, or faith-based, Christian-based journals. And I found this thing, so I thought this would be cute to add to one of them. And then I found some of, which I thought these would be great to add, some Project Life cards to add to those Nancy Drew mystery ones, because it has like captured, documented. This one has a woman's profile on there, and I thought these would be super cute to add. Remember, you know, throughout, like just tuck a pocket. I love the glasses. And look, okay, this is so me because I say, yay, God, all the time. Anyway, memories like those. And I may top 5, like you could put your top 5 clues for whatever scripture or something like that. So anyway, got those. And I found this was 99 cents. It's on edge dye. And I thought this was so pretty with the roses. And like I said in my last video, I'm going to do a pink and purple journals. And I thought this would be super pretty with a, bridge tablecloth. A bridge tablecloth I bought that has holes in it, so I don't care if I tear it up, but it has roses on it. So I was so excited to see this because I think that will be super cute. Here are some Bobsy twin ones. I bought these because I thought these were cuter than the ones that are actually in the kits that I have in my shop. And so I'm going to pull out those books, or maybe I'll just give you an option of a book. I may have to change that listing because I thought this one was cuter than one of the ones that's in there. I think they were like whale catching or something like that, which isn't bad if you go to New England and stuff, because, you know, you probably will go on a whale watch, but yeah. Then, of course, I had to get myself a roll of this because it was 99 cents for 3 rolls. And these are awesome for doing collage on and making your own collage tapes or making your own mixed media tape. These are great. You can, so if you ever come across these and you don't have a calculator and you don't need, I actually have a calculator, a printed calculator still, because I'm a tactile learner and I have to see things. I have to touch it and see it. And so anyway, but these are great. And these are great to tea dye and make like on the edge paper ruffles like this, and they're just a little bit wider, or you can cut them down and make them thinner. So if you ever find these, get the vintage ones because they are not glossy. That's another thing. The newer ones have a gloss to them. So if you can find these are great for dyeing. So these, we will definitely be doing stuff with this at that retreat. And let's see, I'm a sucker for numbers. So anytime I can pick up any kind of cool number stickers, house numbers, anything like that, I have quite a collection of these, let me tell you. But they find their way into my art all the time. I always pick them up because they are great for mixed media. Then I found these vintage envelopes. These again, we will add these to our, they didn't have the stationery part. They just had the envelopes, but they're super pretty. These are flowers, and because they're old, they're already distressed. So I don't have to distress them. So anyway, those violets, and I don't know what these are, chrysanthemums. That's what they look like. And I was kind of, let me see, it has a name on here, Victoria's Greetings. Anyway, those, and then these. So I just got the envelopes. They didn't, I was kind of bummed out. But look how sweet these are with the cottage. Oh my gosh, so cute. And then the bird in the back. Look at that. Cottage. And then the little bird. Okay, I've got to get moving because I do not want this to be longer than a half an hour. So I do not want to be boring you people. Okay, now, before you write to me and say anything bad, I just want to let you know that the dress that I bought, it had stains all down the front because it was an 18-month-old size. And yeah, it had red stains. I could not get it. It wasn't like any of the stains were coming out. So before you write to me and tell me you shouldn't have cut it up, people could wear it. They were not going to wear this one. And the whole armpit was like shredded because it's made out of satin. But oh my gosh, the bottom of this dress, just for the lace alone, was so worth it. I paid 50 cents for this dress, and I got all this beautiful thin tulle and in this lovely blush color. And it's just, I think there's like 2 yards of this lace here that went all the way around. Plus I have this tulle, and this is the satin was, yeah. So the only part that I could salvage was the back, because the whole front of it was a mess. And then I cut those out of the shoulders, and then this was the little waistband. So anyway, I'm using up all of it, and it's going to be repurposed because like I said, I am making that pink. And ooh, I just saw this. Oh my gosh, I'm going to add this to that journal, but I thought, look at this. It's going to be beautiful with that. I didn't even know that even went. So that was good. Happy accident. Okay, then moving right along, I found these 2, Lotto alphabet and the Hi-Ho alphabet. First of all, I am so into the 1960s illustrations. I just love it. Now this is 85, but it's kind of a nod to the 60s, 70s kind of a style. So I liked it. I like just this. So I'm personally going to cut that off and use that somehow in my journal, maybe as a page or some tags or something. I don't know. But I love the cover. Okay, then it had in it these little cute things, which I don't know how I'm going to use this. I was thinking maybe it would make a shaker. Probably slit open the back, make a tag, and make it a shaker. But there's 4 of those. These could be cute. I'm going to leave these as an option at my retreat. If somebody wants to do that, we could put that together, or I may just do them on here. I don't know. And then there were these little word lists. And the reason why you have the word list, some kind of game, and is because it has all these little plastic alphabets. How cute are these? And these are definitely 80s colors. These are so bright, so bright, so fun. Anyway, this is really good for staging or for photos or whatever. They don't have the magnets in it. I do need, but I could probably add some little magnets in there. I do have one of those alphabet magnet boards that I use when I go and do trade shows. And I am missing a couple letters. So I may end up trying to see if I can put magnets behind these and use these for letters that I am missing. So I picked that up. And that is that. So this whole thing will be used for sure. Next is this Alphabet Lotto king size. And this has these huge, which would make great journal fronts, or we could cut them out and use them as journal cards. Anyway, so those are those. And then it had these little game cards inside, and I'll definitely use these. Some of these, like Queen, is good for one of those scripture journals, or Night. The Moon for like the creation story is a good one. Could put King David riding on his rocking horse. Butterfly for creation. Strawberries in the garden. And I love this. It has a village with the little church in the background. An umbrella. The king for the King of Kings. And this I'll probably definitely not use. Okay, so drum. Don't email me. Train, shoe, fish. Anyway, these are super cute. So, okay, then I hit a thrift store and got a bunch of books from the thrift store. They were super cheap, and I figure we can use them just as, I don't know, for that retreat. We got a book just to use, or what I like about the Reader's Digest is that these are the thinner ones, so this isn't a good thing. But when you're doing a book binding, Reader Digests are, free ephemera. Oh, peace on earth, goodwill toward men. Nice, a woven bookmark. Okay, so anyway, I digress. And the good thing about these is that when you are binding a book, these make great book cradles for your signatures. So you go in and you can mark where the holes are, on the paper. You can also use the guts for glue book or whatever, because some of the reading, now there is one in here that I wanted to read, and I will pull it out and read, but I love the cover on this one. Oh my goodness. I love the color. I love everything about this. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to end up doing with it, but I did get these smaller ones because I thought, if somebody's there and doesn't have a book or doesn't have access to books or whatever, these are just good. And they're fun to cut the words out and use as word poetry and things like that. So anyway, I picked up some of those. They were very inexpensive. I got this because I'm going to use this for the cover of my first Love Club journal, probably for spring. I love it because of the ladies on here. And then it has this, and I have these, remember I told you I had the spring patches, and I thought, oh my goodness, this would be super, super cute on the cover of this. Just like that. Maybe put some paint around the edge and make this the cover of my first Love Club journal. That is my thought. Anyway, we'll see if I can bring it about. Let me know if you want me to do that on camera. It could be in here. Whenever I can find old school books, I pick them up because I love them. But the other reason is the font is larger. So if you like word poetry, or you want to do some journaling with words or make sentences or whatever you want to call it, these are awesome to use because the words are larger and they will stand on your paper. So, and the illustrations are just super cute. Oh my goodness. This looks like it might be from the 70s. I didn't look this up. That is more when they did this kind of illustration with the bolder colors, it was usually late 70s, early 80s. Oh no, this is 1968. Okay. So, some of this stuff I'm not going to use, but look how cute that is. Home on the Train. But the illustrations, I love it. And then I pull it out, I'll find one in here that really speaks to me, and probably that one with that girl. That was my first thought. And then I have a board that I'm working on that has all my favorite book illustrators that I can pull from, because I would love to learn I have a book I'm working on. I've been working on it for a couple years now, and I would love to be able to illustrate it myself. I have an illustrator that I've contacted, but if I could illustrate it myself, that would be amazing. I'd be so proud of myself if I could do that. But we'll see. Okay, here comes Snoopy. I love Charles Schulz. Anything Charles Schulz. This is the older Snoopy with the longer snout. And he has the longer ears. So I think this is probably from the early, I was going to say from the 50s. So this one's actually from 1958. So whenever I can find anything Charlie Brown, I pick it up. I love Charles Schulz. I love Charlie Brown. I grew up with Charlie Brown. I grew up with Charlie Brown Christmas, the Easter Beagle, all the Great Pumpkin. I love Charlie Brown. So whenever I can pick up a Charlie Brown book, I do it. I have a little stack of them in my camper. Okay, I have this one for the retreat, the Library of World Poetry. This is a complete and unabridged. The paper in this is so luscious. I wish you guys could feel it because it is just amazing. Look at this, the Sabbath morning. So just as I am when gathering clouds. It just has really praise. It has some really neat stuff in here. I'm not real thrilled. Okay, don't look at this because they're killing bunnies. That's not good to look at. Wow. I had a bunny, so his name was Marcel. Yes, he was named after Friends, the Friends monkey. I don't know if you ever watched Friends. I was obsessed with that show when it first came out. And I think I watched it to about 3 or 4 seasons, and then I didn't watch it after that. Okay, so that is that. That's gorgeous right there now. What year is this from? This one is it is 1984. That's not that old. Why is the paper so beautiful? Okay. And it's really cool because this cover is like cushy. It's genuine bonded leather. I guess this is when it came into the thrift store or when they're going to toss it. I think that's when they do that. They toss it. And I love the silver edge. Anyway, okay. Then when I was on my way, oh my gosh, 26 minutes. I got to hurry. When I was on my way to the thrift store, I saw the big book sale at the library. So I ran in. It was the last day of the book sale, so it was really picked over. However, I am working on a cookbook journal, and so in a cookbook binder. And so I did pick up some cookbooks. And of course, I'm going to go through these first and pull out the recipes that I like. Look at this one. I thought this was super cute. Merry Makings. I'm going to tuck this into that binder. This is just too stinking cute. Of course, this is my favorite era. And the Oslo twists. I remember eating these. My mom, my grandmother, and my mother used to make them, but they didn't call them that. Oh my goodness, tickle pinks. It was a Slovenian recipe that they used to make. I'm gonna have to compare that to my grandmother's recipe. So they always did punches back then, didn't they? Anyway, this was super cute, but be great tucked in a pocket. These were all 50 cents, 25 cents, 50 cents. This one was $1. I guess, I don't know why, but it was $1. I only bought it because it's from the 70s. Hello. Love the colors in this one. And it's typed. Oh my goodness. Come on. And I will go through, what I like to do is I'll go through and I'll pick out the recipes that sound good to me. And then I will take those recipes out, and then the rest I'll use in journals and stuff if I don't really care, because I don't do like fish and seafood. So, and I don't like all vegetables. I like some vegetables, but the church cookbooks, come on now. These are the best cookbooks because these are like tried and true potluck kind of recipes your grandmothers, they would do. And this paper that's in here is some kind of linen paper, and yeah. Strawberry fluff. I think I had that at our church the other day. Someone made that. And if it has Cool Whip in it, and I forgot what else she put in there. I'd have to read the recipe in here. So I got that one. I got this one, Seasoned with Love, from Germantown, Tennessee. And I got this only because of this page, because I'm doing the gardening journal. So I'm going to cut this out. This is why I bought this thing. But like I said, ooh, sweet potato. Why do people think that marshmallows and sweet potatoes go together? That is not, I'm so not into that. You do you if you like it, but that's not me. Okay, so I got that one. This was 50 cents just because I love the cover. I love this cover. Look, it was $10 at one time. What? And anyway, that cake, seafoam cantaloupe pie. Okay, maybe not. I'd have to read that one. I got this for the homemade canning for the canning section. I would love to learn how to can. And I don't know if you can learn how to can by old canning standards, or if canning has changed and I have to learn how to do it like a new way, with some kind of new way of cooking. I do have a pressure cooker. Does that help with canning? I have absolutely no idea. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I've never canned in my life. The few catastrophes that my mother had while canning brings back like nightmares, because she made us eat this nasty ketchup. It was disgusting. And then what else did she can? My brother-in-law decided he was going to make his own root beer, and he put it on top of the refrigerator, I guess to ferment or something, so it gets fizzy. And that exploded all over the kitchen. So we were up at like 2 a.m. out there cleaning up the floors and the walls, and it went everywhere. And I'm trying to think of what else my mom canned, and she almost burned the house down one time. So just saying, like, yeah, I got this because I love the red font. They're like reddish orange. Sometimes you just have to, sometimes you just pick this up just because of the color of the font, not for the recipes. Okay, I gotta hurry. I'm almost done. Quilts and coverlets. This was 50 cents. See, they took out the library cards, which I'm really bummed about, because I like to feel the library cards out. But I thought this would be cool. This is awesome because it's abstract. It'll be abstract. Great to add in some really good collage ideas. Like, look at this fabric collage. This is amazing. Look at this collage quilt. This is amazing. And see, this is something that you could put out I could put this out at my retreat. I want to do like a wall that has like inspiration on it, and things like that. And so I made this, something like this will definitely, let me use that bookmark I pulled out, will definitely end up on that inspiration wall, so that people get ideas. Like I just think it's really cool. Anyway, and then we're going to do some hand carving for stamps. This is a cool pattern. That's really neat to do a card stamp. Like anything like this would be cool. I have a scan and cut, so I could take this and scan this item into my scan and cut, and I could make stencils for everyone. So it's just, I might have to put another bookmark in there. And go back and watch this video, because evidently I'm coming up with some ideas for the class while I'm on camera. Yeah. Okay, so that is that. Sorry if I keep smacking my lips. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's a weird habit that I just developed. Never noticed it before. I got this. I am going to study the book of Habakkuk, and I only have one of her studies, and it is Christian Schwapper's The Daily Grace Co. I got a book for free at a women's retreat I went to last year, and it's just a nice way of walking you through what you're reading. I don't necessarily like to read the devotional part, no offense, Kristen, but I really love the thought-provoking questions. And I think we're gonna be maybe going through this book at church. Somebody had mentioned and so now I have the book. I don't have to buy it. So, because I already bought it for like 10 cents at the library. So that was good. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wait till you see all these. So as part of, I love in art journaling the fact that you can use magazine images. Well, all their magazines were 10 cents. Come on. I don't buy magazines. I never buy a magazine. I mean, for me, I can't justify, even though I would love magazine companies to be in business still, I can't justify this in my budget currently. So I got Good Housekeeping, Eating Well. I mean, just alone, look at some of the pictures that you could use in, all this stuff makes me hungry though. Like an exercise in, I have got the hiccups. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. An exercise in awe, like seriously, come on. Okay. Good Housekeeping. Look at this. Just this color palette alone is inspiration. Taking it. Love it. Okay. Then, yeah. So harvesting these for images. And also, the thing about Better Homes and Gardens that I like is they have been starting to use, look at that color combo. That's luscious for fall. Camel and terracotta. But even like this, like, cut this out. How cute is that, right? And then you could put like a girl on the back of it, or do a sketch or something on the back of it, like for summer. Super cute. So I picked these up. Oh my goodness, look at all these colors for nails. Okay, so there's someone who will remain nameless who is shaming me for YouTube videos, not me personally. I'm just kidding. But I felt my self-inflicted shame about doing my nails for videos. So when you're a mixed media artist though, and you work with paints and stains and dyes, it's so hard to keep your nails done because why? The next day, like it's coming off because your hands, like I'm rusting stuff. I'm working, you know, with dirt and clay and things like that. So it's, yeah. So I, for you, you know who you are, did my nails just for these videos. That's it. But look at these colors. Oh my gosh. I have to, yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to pull that out. But they have been doing these, I don't know who their illustrator is, but they have cute illustrations they've been adding to their magazines lately. And this is really cute. And that's gonna be hard because I like that side and I like this side only because I am in the process of building a house. So yeah. So anyway, I got that. Eating well, living, southern living, summer. Give me that porch. Give me that porch vibe right there now. Just put me out there. Look at this. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, relax and reset. Yes. So want to do that. Refreshing and healthy, bright and clean. These are real simple. Help, another health magazine, another Better Homes and Garden, Good Housekeeping. Anyway. I have videos where I harvest magazines for collage, so, you know, go back. But I've never seen this one. This is called the Artist Magazine. Now, you have to be careful using somebody else's image. However, how I use it is for inspiration. So I will use it like on a mood board because I look at how they did this, right? So they sketch around, you know, an actual photo of someone, and then they sketch in like a silhouette and their hair. Like, to me, that would be like, oh, try this, you know, kind of a thing. Or if I see a color palette, maybe not that one, but if I see a color palette that I like, or like people's sketchbooks, like see something like this, cut this out, put it on my mood board, you know, or inspiration board. Look at this. I want one of these. I want to find like an old one though. I've got to start going to estate sales because I want an old artist travel box. Just saying. And then, so see like this, look at this. And then they clip up like their inspiration and they got their palette. I want one of those. I want one. Okay. So that's how I will use this. Not in my artwork, just I will cut it up and see, this is good inspiration for collage, like color. This is good. I like this for color. This is more, I like the muted tones, probably black, and I love the rusting. So that is good inspiration probably for that, to put up on that board. Because we are how to integrate rust into your project because we will be rusting. Here's another one they had. I wish they had more of these birds and blooms because these are fun to add to your art journaling. The flowers, of course, and the birds, you know, you can fussy cut them out. So these will all be available to the ladies because they're not going to want to travel with their own magazines, like seriously. So I was very thankful for these. They can use them however they want. I will use them also in my own. I was really happy that I found a lot of spring ones since we are doing the Spring First Love Club, and I can use a lot of this. It's grow time. One of my friends sent me a really sweet gift, and in there it has it had a sticker that said "Grow, Girl, Grow," and I really feel like this is where I'm at right now. Not that, yeah. I mean, yeah. I want lilacs, okay, or whatever those were. They started doing this, like one side's one way and the other side's the other way. They couldn't make their decision. I don't know what's up with that. But here's another Easter themed. Look at this, and I think this is cute. Like who I could, you know, that's inspiration for me of a girl, and like. As far as proportion from the flowers, how big her skirt is, I don't have to copy her, but it's good to look at that. And Inky Well, Dee Dee Willingham on YouTube. She is amazing. Find her. She's on Instagram. She does art, I think, twice a week now. She used to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and she dropped out, I think, on a Friday or something. And find her because she did a video recently where she takes you through a fashion magazine and teaches you how to like do proportion, like so when you're sketching, to practice. And she shows you how to do that. And I love it. Okay, the green door. I'm kind of loving that green door right now. Not gonna lie, I love that color. That would be super cute to use on the journal and put like my mini me here. I was doing that for a while in the summer, in my summer journal last year. I put my used magazine images and inserted mine. Because I can't use, I don't know how to use, what do you call it? Yeah, I took classes on it. Can't even think of the word. Yeah, Adobe Photoshop. I took so many classes on that thing, and for some reason, it just never clicked with me. Never clicked with me. So I never could remember it. I'd leave the class. I've been taking classes on that thing. I don't even know how many times. Then they offered it at the library. I took it back to back so that it would like get in me, and I still don't even remember my way around. So anyway, so I do kind of faux doing it. So I'll cut out it, or I'll stick an image on it, on the actual picture that way. And then I may take a picture of it or scan it or whatever. So, okay, that is the end of this thrifty haul. I have kept you 42 minutes instead of 30 minutes. I am so sorry. I never did find a library pocket in any of the books because apparently somebody went through all the books and took out the library pockets. Like, when I want to cry. Why did they do that? So now I don't have, whoops, now I don't have any library. I didn't get any library pockets. Anyway. Okay, so I will be back for part 3 of my Thrifty Thursday haul. And if you want to see more of these, just let me know in the comment. Click like if you liked this video. I know I kind of rambled on for a while. I hope it's kind of a little bit, I tried to mix in a little information so it wasn't just like, oh, look what I bought kind of a thing, but how I integrate it into my art. And I may do a video of how I integrate these things into my art, like, and show you examples. Right now, all of my journals are packed except for the ones that I want to work on, like, and get started and working in. So I cannot show you any of my examples unless I actually make something for you. But for instance, I have these. So magazines. I make envelopes, and in some of my upcoming kits, I'm doing 3. I've got 3 journals that I'm doing, and in them, I stitch them, and I just made these simple little envelopes out of pages with quirky little, they could cut it up if they want to afterward. Look at these little cards, like quirky little advertisements out of the back, make an envelope, and then in here, I made like journaling spots and things like that, and some tags and things, and I just tuck it in, and then this just is a little play packet, you know, to go inside a journal as like a thank you. And I'm still working on putting some stuff in here. But anyway, that is like an idea how I would use the backs of the magazine pages that you would normally probably throw out. I do use that. And then the other thing I'm going to get ready to do is, because while I was harvesting vintage magazines, I have a whole bag of all this stuff that I harvest. Sorry, I just bumped the camera. Well, this came off of a box, and I thought that was fun to add in. And what I'm going to do are some master boards with all this stuff. So I've got like craft paper came in, and I thought this was a really cool pattern, but I loved open immediately, important information enclosed. So I love that. I took that. But here are the harvest magazines that I was working on, and I am going to just do a master board with all of this because it's still usable, and it'll be more for like colors and patterns for backgrounds. And then you gesso over it, and look at this clay pot collection for this person. It's pretty amazing. But like I harvested an image out of here for my book, but this would be neat to put in the background of something and use or whatever. So that's why. So when I'm harvesting my magazines, I literally use up just about every part of the magazine. And when I get mail, I tear off really cool things. Like, look at this. This was just like a bunch of question marks. Like, tear that off. Go through your junk mail when it comes in. You don't have to save the whole piece of junk mail. Just keep a bag. Like, this was packaging material. See, now this is craft paper that I do like because it's smooth. It's not that scratchy stuff that I can't stand. Makes my skin crawl. So anyway, yeah. So when I'm going through my mail, and I'm harvesting my magazines, I just keep it in a trash bag next to me while I'm harvesting. I'll put this little trash bag like on my counter where I come in out from the outside and immediately go through my mail, and I will pull stuff like this. So I have it. And then when the bag gets pretty full, I will sit here and I will just do a masterboard collage for just a background. And I'll just lay it all out. Some things I may use, some things I may not use. I don't really do a glue book anymore because I found I didn't really use them. So now what I do is I'm doing master boards. If there's an area like this that I may really want to keep, and then I won't layer anything over it. I'll just keep that on that master board. That way they're easy for me to flick through. I can cut them all down. And, you know, the reason why I did cut this out, though, was because of the Christmas Story. I love that part where he goes, fragile. So I'll leave you on that note. Fragile, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you hung in at the end, thank you, and I will see you soon.